seriously. The gist of it is this. The federal government estimates 13,000 Americans will die in a major earthquake and tsunami in the Pacific Northwest. It's not a question of whether, but when. This earthquake is coming, and it's overdue.
All right, YouTube. So, everybody's heard about these underground tunnels and underground cities and FEMA. But don't exist, right?
This morning, the most popular article on the New Yorker's website is rattling many Americans. The really big one examines a titanic earthquake and tsunami, but not where you might imagine.
A fault line called the Cascadia Subduction Zone runs for 700 miles off the Pacific Northwest coast. Experts think it will trigger the worst national disaster in North American history, and it is overdue.
I say it's a lie. Wouldn't you? Okay. Subtropolis, the world's largest small business underground companies. And you get to watch this video, look up huntmidwest.com.
It's predicted to be worse than Hurricane Katrina, worse than the San Francisco earthquake of 1906. Scientists and FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, are warning of a pending doom for the Pacific Northwest. An earthquake along a little-known fault line that would kill thousands and affect millions.
This hill, probably dirt they dug out, because oh, what's this right there? There's entrance number 1 of who knows how many. We are in Kansas City, Missouri, crossing over the via railroads both ways. These are the tunnels lead to the cities. We're just gonna take a little ride.
Consider that the magnitude 9.0 earthquake in Japan just a few years ago, remember that? Killed more than 15,000 people in the north of Japan and injured thousands of others. Seismologists say that the quake that will strike on our Pacific Northwest coastline should be even stronger, at up to a 9.2. They call such a quake a margin rupture quake, and it's every bit as bad as it sounds. Here's the reason for it. Our entire continent sits on the North American tectonic shelf, right? Plate, I should say. Off the coast of the Pacific Northwest, from the top of Washington State all the way down to Northern California. This is it. And another plate called the Juan de Fuca is trying to slide up under North America, but it's stuck.
Oh, what's this? Hey, there's an entrance. That lady right there's been watching for a minute too. There's another entrance via railroad straight into the caves. Just outside the caves, FEMA gear.
We have an illustration over here in the big wall. Let me show you what this is. This is our continent here. This is the Cascada Mountains. This is the Cascadia, what do they call it? The Cascadia what? Bridge. The Cascadia Bridge. I was actually asking him, but thank you. The North American plate here and the Juan de Fuca plate here. This one's sliding up under, and eventually this is going to go down, send a huge wall of water up. That wall will go all the way over to Japan, and the other will come onto our shore within 15 minutes. And when it slips, it will unleash not only a colossal earthquake, but also that tsunami, 700 miles long, and in some places up to a 100-foot high wall of water and whatever it's pushing, like houses and dump trucks and schools. Thousands and thousands will not escape. The New Yorker quotes a FEMA official who says, and I quote, "Our operating assumption is that everything west of Interstate 5 will be toast."
Well, that's coincidence, yeah. all the flags of different countries in the world, here on Earth, right here. Maintenance construction entrance, authorized personnel only. So I guess we separate the men from the boys. There you go, gentlemen, Hunts Midwest. Its own light, completely 100% self-sustainable. The river is probably 0.1 miles from here. The water supply.
Everything west of Interstate 5 is gone. That's Seattle, Tacoma, Portland and Olympia, Salem and Eugene, wiped out. Altogether about 7 million people. That's not including tourists. So think of summertime. The New Yorker reports that FEMA calculations indicate the disaster will damage or destroy about 1 million buildings, including 3,000 schools and 1/3 of all fire stations. And perhaps the worst part of all of this, these sorts of earthquakes happen at regular intervals in exactly this part of the world, have forever. On average, according to seismologists, about every 240 years. So when was the last one of these massive 9.2 or so earthquakes? Well, the last one was more than 300 years ago, the year 1700. It struck in the Pacific Northwest and sent a 600-foot wave of water all the way to Japan. So right now, on average, the Pacific Northwest is decades overdue for the really, really big one.
They use this every day, just like it's normal daily thing. I mean, this place is huge. It branches off, it branches off, branches off. Oh, look, it's under construction right there. These folks are flying through here. Look. All these doors lead to small businesses. Tractor trailers. More construction. Yeah, more construction. What is that? Huh? We can't. This is crazy. Look, something else being built. Look, something else. Right there, you can, tractor trailers. 2 more docks. This place is huge.
Science and futures contributor Michio Kakuka is a physics professor at the City University of New York. Good morning.
Morning.
So it's overdue. When will it might come?
Well, this is the mother of all earthquake faults. It can pack a wallop 30 times that of the San Andreas fault. So forget all the Hollywood hype about the San Andreas fault. We're talking about an earthquake, a 9.0, similar to what devastated northern Japan, which killed over 15,000 people and caused $250 billion in property damage.
Watch it. This place is 100%, this is limestone. It's key limestone. All this material is key limestone. Some of the hardest material. Generators. Did you see that?
Yeah.
What is this? What? This is GM. I don't know. That might be bringing a drink. Look at that Dodge right there. It just branches off. It keeps branching. Look, what's in there? Come on, America, y'all are blind not to see this, not to see what's going on. It's happening right here in front of your eyes. I mean, seriously, who would build something like this for what? For what purpose? its own power, its own gas.
Cascadia subduction zone stretches about 700 miles from Cape Mendocino, California, to Vancouver, Canada. Big cities expected to be affected include Seattle and Portland. Some scientists believe the earthquake, when it goes off, will reach between 8.7 and 9.2 on the Richter scale and cause a tsunami.
And it's just like, it's just, and people were there, oh, they just built it for this, oh, they just built it for that. Oh, it was just in the mountains and they just expanded it. So many different reasons. Look, what goes over there? Look, they're digging again. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's blocked off. Oh, you can't go that way. Oh, look, there's more stuff blocked off. Can't go that way. Why? I don't know. You could probably cut out on a trip to say, oh, Denver, Colorado. Oh, look, it dead ends right here. Does it dead end? Let's find out. Let's see how far we did, YouTube.
Better not.
Come on. Or not. Offices. Come on, you guys. What's this look like? Are you really gonna do that blind? This is a fortress. This is a compound. So many different ways to go. You get lost. Look, it's blocked off. You can't get that way, but there's lights down there. Everything's blocked off. And when we first come in, it said maintenance and authorized personnel entrance only. And then you had the public entrance. Yeah, what's on the other side? That's the question.
Airmen and soldiers conduct a joint training in Washington to support domestic operations in preparation for a natural disaster.
As president of the Portland Post of the Society of American Military Engineers, I felt a real need, a real desire to mobilize engineers to help better prepare our region for a Cascadia earthquake.
Do you know for a fact that there's a nuclear power plant and research lab in here? It's on the internet. Look, more places. Go. And I just went down and back. This is not just somebody who, oh, let's dig some holes underneath a mountain and put some businesses in there just to be cool. It's a forefront. Hunts Midwest, they say, is the developer of this place. Their company, they strive and thrive in 6 main categories that it would take to operate something like this. Ultimate in connectivity, ultimate in cultivations, ultimate in generating power with the lowest kilowatts. What? Quarantine. They have quarantine buildings in here being used so they're just detailing out vehicles.
Army and Air Guard elements successfully operate in a joint mission environment. The only way to move supplies and support to stranded residents in need after such an event would be by air.
It's really great to see the state move in a direction of supporting domestic operations at this level. It allows us to really be much more dynamic and respond to the state and to our community.
Wrinkly King. It just says Evelyn King something on the side. There you go. There. Wheel King Freightliners. Oh snap! He just kills his truck. Really? What's Oh look, that might be like, oh, when the shit goes down, maybe a security checkpoint. Yeah. No, oh look, no vehicles forward. Hey look, I'm gonna stop and talk to this guy. Let me see what he says. Look, oh, FEMA. Where are you going? Where are you headed? Oh yeah? Do you travel the caves a lot? I don't know, we're exploring. We're exploring. Nope. We just seen it and decided we'd drive through. Yeah?
Yeah, one company, they have open over there, one open over there.
What's what?
Standing over there, they're gonna give you help.
Oh, okay. What happens if you go straight? Have you ever been straight?
No, the straight is closed. That's it, no more.
No.
You have to be making right or left. Straight is closed.
Straight is closed, yeah? Oh, okay.
So right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Right or left.
Right. Awesome, thank you.
The last big one was 315 years ago. We think the cycle time is roughly 240 years. Do the math. We are overdue in this calculation with another big one.
We've known about the Cascadia subduction zone for quite a while. It's a serious risk. A big earthquake in the Pacific Northwest could be the worst disaster the country has faced historically.
I'm not stupid. This place is a freaking fortress. You know how much military operations going on right here that is going on here.
It was great.
Ass niggas that can try to rise like the sun and moon. Yeah, I be gone before these niggas gone. Nah, son, yo, it's over because the song is done. Nah, nigga, yo, I'm on the number one. It seems like I'm young, son, 31, and then we killing niggas, leave them done.
They said they never gave you niggas money.